Hello, Sweet Friends. It's me, your most earnest thrifting friend, coming before you once again to report that I find myself experiencing a bit of fashion brain freeze as I am putting together an outfit for an important event. So here's the situation. As some of you may know, one of the many hats that I wear in this life is that of an actor, and it just so happens that I have a play that's opening up this weekend. Yay, hooray! On opening night, there is going to be a swanky celebratory soiree. It's all very exciting. We worked incredibly hard. I care quite a bit about this event, and as such, would like to look vaguely hot. I have spent the better part of this morning on Pinterest gathering inspiration and have successfully conceptualized of like the vibe that I want to achieve with this outfit, but persist in feeling stumped when I look into my wardrobe and think of applying that vibe to actual articles of clothing. As one might guess, because I am a secondhand clothing junkie, my initial thought was to impulsively jump in the car and head off to the thrift store to acquire a new outfit. But then as I was looking at my closet as I was getting dressed, a voice rang in my ear that sounded quite a bit like my mother's, and it said, "Sarah, you could not possibly need another stitch of clothing." And she's quite right. So, as we all need to do from time to time, I'm putting myself in thrifting timeout, and I am instead going to shop in my very own closet, which is incidentally comprised of entirely thrifted garments, to find something that will feel great and new without actually spending any new money. I think it's gonna be really fun, and it's a good opportunity for growth. Let's go shopping in my closet. Let's make a fun outfit together. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Where's Fred? He has to help. Let's go. Hey friends. So this is not what this video is gonna be about, but I have been gone for such a long time that it would feel disingenuous not to begin this video, which is from the past, with just a little explanation for what's going on. As you can no doubt tell, well, like if you can't, I'll tell you, I'm in my house and it's empty because famously that's what happens when you move. I have been away for as long as I've been because, I don't know if you know this, but listing, selling, and then subsequently moving out of a house takes a little bit of doing. There will be more content specifically about the move, the decision to move, how the apartment search went. There's all sorts of stuff that is for further discussion. I did just want to come on before this, what is the final video in this house, to say thank you to all of you for being such a special part of my experience of living in this house. Getting to share this home on this channel with all of you has really sort of like cemented its resonance to me. Getting to share something that I love with wonderful people who then reflect that love back to me so generously has been just sort of an incalculable gift. Without being overly precious about it, I just wanted to take this moment. So thank you all. Thank you, house. Please enjoy the last full video I will have ever filmed in this house. Before I knew I was selling the house, I made the decision to sell this house over drinks that evening, the evening after I recorded the video that you are about to watch. So if you are watching this video, thank you for sticking with me while I've been away for so long. It has been a very stressful thing to step away from YouTube for as long as I have, but hopefully this transition will provide some more breathing room and space for more content. Without further ado, enjoy the video. All right, a little official business up top. Before I actually enter the inner sanctum of my wardrobe, I am going to take a moment with this Pinterest board that I have sort of haphazardly assembled to see if I can distill down for myself any essential components or any through line that seem to be jumping out at me as I have been gathering inspiration for this outfit that I hope to construct, just so I can give myself sort of a clearer brief to accomplish as I'm looking at my closet. I find this to be like a really successful way to think about outfit construction. It's helpful when you're shopping for something new, but it's, I think, even more helpful when you're shopping in your own closet. It's a really nice sort of creative prompt to give yourself because, you know, we all become sort of inured to our own clothes over time. Everything starts to just sort of look like white noise. It's sort of like when you say the word apple over and over and over again, eventually doesn't mean anything. Apple, 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 apple. Yeah, see, it means nothing now. It just sounds. So I'm looking at my Pinterest board. Where is it? No, no, go back. This isn't it. All right, I have my Pinterest board pulled up. I will put it here so that you can watch along with me. Pinned a lot of black. I've pinned a lot of black. There's a sort of a sophisticated but like slightly undone New York grunge glam. Sleek is a word. I have pinned a lot of sort of plunging necklines. It's obviously a very sexy look, but there's something that's just like elegant about it. Probably because we're all so accustomed to seeing that kind of neckline on a red carpet. But I mean, I kind of want to feel like I'm on a red carpet. I have very little color on the board, but the color that I do have is like very, very vibrant. I'm looking at this Carolina Herrera runway shot. It's a little like grade school globe come to life, but the concept of like bold use of color and pattern in that way is interesting. The event in question, it is not a hyper formal event, but it is an event that we will dress for. There will definitely be photos taken. This is sort of a particular professional milestone for me, so I, just from a very personal standpoint, want to like just put that much more effort into how I feel on the night. Not necessarily because I want to impress anybody or because I want to elicit any particular kind of reaction from anybody, but because I know that I will have the best possible time and I will feel like the evening is particularly special if I put a lot of attention into feeling my absolute best. And that is why we are deploying this experiment. So the distillation, black garment, dramatic neckline, sleek, lightly messy, undone New York elegance. If there is to be color and pattern, make it bold. Feel sexy and powerful. These feel like accomplishable things. Let us journey into my bedroom and check out my closet. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. How exciting! What an adventure! Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping in my closet. The wardrobe in question. Our boutique for the day. I think my plan of attack, I'm just gonna start like haphazardly pulling out articles of clothing that I think will be good. And then I'm gonna lay them all out on the bed, and then we will see what speaks to me. Okay, I'm already pretty excited. Let me show you this pile of clothes here. Also, I realize I filmed in here several times since I did the ceiling project. If you don't know what I'm referring to, you can check out this video. I don't think the ceiling has been visible in any other video that I've posted, but rest assured, it's still painted in this fashion, and it's been wonderful. I've loved it more each day. Anyway, I just kind of want to do a little wellness check on the ceiling. It persists in being a wonderful thing that I'm happy I did. I need water. Hold on. Let's start putting outfits together. So I've assembled pretty much everything that sort of has the vibe of what we're thinking. I have a strong suspicion that this blazer will probably be a part of the winning outfit. If I do wear this in the way that I think that I will, I'll need to employ the use of some fashion tape to adhere this to my person. But before we get fashion tape involved, I have this kind of crazy idea that maybe this might be a little bit too much. It might be a little formal, but I think this might be kind of cool. Okay, let me try this on. Let me get this going. Whenever I film fashion content, I'm always grateful that I edit my own videos, because it's just a lot of me changing, and that's really just for me. I do really love this dress. If you've watched my declutter video, you may remember that this is the dress that I purchased and wore at my best friend's wedding, and I haven't worn it since. This is a similarly important event in my life. It feels like an appropriate renaissance of this garment. I think by itself it is a little bit formal for this event, but that's a pretty serious contender. It's maybe not like an exciting video if the first thing I try on is like the right thing. But I mean, it's pretty good. Something about having the blazer over top of it, it really does make the dress look like sort of barely there, you know? All right. I was worried that it would actually look a little like pilgrimy with like the neckline being as high as it is with this collar all the way up here. No, but I feel pretty cool. All right, this is going better than I could have ever anticipated. I think what I'm maybe discovering immediately is that I have a closet that really lends itself very, very well to this kind of dressing. I have a lot of black and I have a lot of softly edgy garments. All right. I have to pee really badly. I'm gonna do that and then I'll do the rest. I'm so chuffed about this option. Let's stay in the world of the blazer. Maybe I should do like fun transitions. I'll do the thing where I sort of throw it on myself. I'm gonna jump and throw. All right, so I have thoughts about this. Here is the blazer, scandalously, with nothing underneath it. I have feelings. The first feeling is that I feel cool. I'm wearing these sort of like barrel leg black jeans here, and I kind of feel like Patti Smith. I feel fantastic. However, I am very, very taped in here, and I can already, like, just standing here in my bedroom, I can feel nervousness that this is gonna fly open. And I just think that it doesn't feel at all inappropriate, but I think I am going to be very mindful of the possibility that a mishap could happen. I do feel cool. I think I'm just gonna be so aware of the potential for an oopsie. And maybe we don't want an oopsie on this night. Another event, another time, I will wear this. Okay, good information, great information. Yeah, another time. Ooh, maybe this though. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Ooh, okay, I actually think this might be it. Okay, same idea, but using the shirt that's like a little blousey. I think my nervousness with the blazer is because it's so structured, it doesn't cling to my body at all on its own. It's like fully reliant on the tape. And also, when one part of it moves, the rest of it moves because it's so like stiff and structured, which means that it is very, very likely that the tape would pull off in the course of an evening. This, however, I think actually is the ticket for this particular look. Oh, I thought we had it with the first one, but you know what? Now I'm not sure. I think this might be it. So this is a blouse and like very high-waisted trousers. If you've watched my panic thrifting for a date video, I will link it here if you have not. The ultimate decision that I made that evening was to wear these trousers and a bodysuit. And I think that these trousers might win again. They're just, I mean, can you see how cool they are? They're just cool, and they fit me so well, and they're so comfortable. You can do all kinds of moves. You can do all sorts of moves in them. See, if I wear this, I'll feel cool, but I'll also feel like I'm in my jammies. It's funny. It's like I'm showing the exact same amount of skin, but somehow because it's flowy, I feel much less exposed. It feels much softer than the hard lines of that blazer. With some cool heels, I think this could be pretty cool. All right, this feels cool. All right. Ooh, ouch. Okay, this is another garment that was featured in my declutter video. This is actually a garment that I thrifted for that video. This is my cool COS jumpsuit. I do freaking love this thing, and I feel pretty awesome in it. It's like almost right up top, but you know what? Let me try it. Let me try it with the blazer and see what that looks like. Hey now. Can you see better if I put the light on? Should I have done that like literally the whole time? All right, that's pretty neat. Well, I've got a lot of good options. As I'm looking at myself in this, and as I'm thinking back to myself in the all black open blouse, I think I've knocked the lace dress blazer combination out of position. I think it's cool, but I actually think there's something more striking about the tonal all black look. You may be wondering to yourself, why, Sarah, why have you not talked about shoes once? That is because no matter what I select, I'm pretty confident in my shoe selection. I'll grab them for you just so you can see. I think kind of no matter what I wear, I'm gonna wear this one particular pair of pumps. Hold on. These are my favorite pair of shoes in the whole world. Aren't they great? I mean, the shoes are pretty good with it. And this kind of does, one other thing that you'll perhaps have noticed in that Pinterest board, I pinned a bunch of like aesthetic imagery of women shot on what looks like film in theaters, sort of like glamorous, kind of old Hollywood, couple martinis in vibe. And that's sort of how I feel in this. This whole ensemble kind of speaks to like glam from a bygone era. I can't get over how much I love the drape. Oh my god, they're just, can you see? You cannot really see. I wish that there was a way for you to see. You really can't. You can't get a good, there's no good way to show you just how awesome these are. The pants of this jumpsuit are. You just have to sort of take my word for it. See, I was so certain that I hit the nail on the head right with that first outfit, but I actually think this is it. Do I press on? I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm pretty confident, maybe famous last words, but I'm pretty confident this is it. But there is another idea that I have in my head. Well, I really should have had these shoes on the whole time. It makes such a difference. Maybe I recommend this. Maybe wear your as if I'm the first person to recommend this. Pick your shoes out and put them on, try them on with the outfit, because it does really, it makes a difference. I mostly want to try this because I have a theory that this will be a good way to sort of like lightly dress down this arguably pretty formal jumpsuit, because I would like to wear it more in life. I feel like this look will be probably better suited for like a dinner out than this particular event, but it's information that I'd like to have. We're already here. We're already wearing the thing, so might as well test out the theory. Wow, I'm not gonna wear that. Oh, the tag is out. That's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear this on Saturday. I'm definitely gonna wear this to some dinners. I'm gonna be in New York in May, and there are definitely gonna be some like dinners out, so maybe I'll wear this. Maybe I'll store this away as information for when I'm back in the city. I'm really excited to be back in New York for a little bit. There will be videos forthcoming of my trip. For science, we're gonna look at it with a belt. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute though. Let's blouse her up here. Okay, unforeseen development. This is also now a contender. Man, I thought I was trying this on for fun, but now this is a contender. Okay. All right, I've narrowed it down. There are 3 options. Flowy top, high-waisted pants, jumpsuit blazer, or jumpsuit green flowy shirt. Wow, surprise! I think it's this one. You know what? Okay, to fully test it out, I'm gonna do my makeup, and then I will re-emerge before you with a decision made. Yeah, I think that's the look. What else is pretty great about this is that I don't think I'm gonna like bother with a purse for this event because these pants have such amazing pockets. Here's a hot take for events, and maybe this is like a carryover from having lived in New York for a long time and feeling like so often weighed down by countless bags, but I kind of can't with a bag at a party. I never want one because it's either my backpack, which is like not hot, or it's like a little clutch that's in your hand, and then how do you balance like a clutch and a drink and an hors d'oeuvre and like your phone if you want to take a picture? Like it's a nightmare. So having pockets, I think that's the key. Friends, we've fully accomplished our goal. I am so thrilled and so excited to wear this outfit to this event on Saturday. I feel very, very confident that when I walk into that room, I'm gonna feel like my best, most powerful self. There's something that feels really lovely having taken this much time and sort of mental energy. It sort of feels like I'm prepping for my wedding. But there's something really quite lovely about that, I think. There is sort of like a calming effect of that kind of intentionality, because I know many, many days prior to the event in question that when that day arrives, I have a plan and I know that I can execute it and execute it well. Knowing what I'm wearing and knowing that I'm gonna feel fantastic in it has made me all the more excited for an event that I was already incredibly excited for. And it makes something that is like a particularly special moment in my life feel like I've given it its due thoughtfulness and energy. And I've allowed it to be special. Something I've discovered recently is I often want things to be really special. I want things to really matter, but I will often let moments pass by because I think like, well, you can't be precious about each thing in your life. You have to just sort of let a day be a day. But I think there's something to making a big deal of things every once in a while, especially when they're significant and important. And this particular evening, it feels like a very worthy and worthwhile thing to mark as significant. And that, my friends, I believe concludes our journey. This has been so much fun. I'm so delighted to have brought you with me for this fruitful and energizing closet playtime. I kind of feel like I need to go out now. Like I'm all done up. So I'm gonna go do that. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite strategies for closet playtime are. I hope that this video has inspired you to find what treasures and unexpected combinations might be hiding within your own wardrobe. Oh, Fred has not made one appearance. Hold on, we gotta get him. Better late than never. If you liked this video, like this video, it helps me out so much. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed and would like to be. I hope that you're taking excellent care of yourselves and that you're finding opportunities for playfulness in your days, and I will be back with another video for you very, very soon. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye! This is the thing I'm saddest to leave. They better freaking keep this. I broke my body doing this. Weird. So weird to not live here anymore.